Players at the ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? On my release.
Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you. Oh! I wasn't ready!
You want cheese to go with that wine?
Not enough time, Spec?
Good evening, air hockey fans, and welcome to another challenge match brought to you by the American Air Hockey
Association.
League.
Well, league, yeah.
League. It's new. Sorry, folks. We just transitioned from the Idaho Air Hockey to the American Air Hockey League, and it's new. We're here with Spec, Matt Bentley, and the great
Daniel Hynes.
Danny Hynes.
Yeah. Glad to be here, Matt. Looking forward to this match. This is Idaho number 2 versus Idaho number 7. So Sam is
number 8
number
now.
2 finished.
I'm
sorry?
Number 8 now because I think someone named Josiah Himitsu passed Scott in the weekly.
And
very nice.
Also,
okay.
Zach.
Okay.
Folden.
Yeah,
Zach Folden recently beat Scott in a challenge match.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And by points, he just beat me. You just passed me.
Two really good players here. We got a lefty versus righty, and I'd say Scott's a little more like, Jesse Dowdy type. Takes his time on offense a little more so, whereas Sam wants to really push the pace and attack. So we'll have a battle of wills coming up here this match. So I think everybody's gonna be treated to a really, really great time here.
This is actually a rematch of one of our state matches.
Yep. Scott was at least one win or one set away from taking the title, but Sam himself came back from a 2-set deficit, and that was really exciting to see there.
And I think he was some kind of
I think he was sick too
during that time. So he says he's feeling good today, Sam.
He got some new merch, the Centerline merch.
He's got his Centerline jacket on today, feeling good. So we'll see if that makes a big difference today.
Yep.
He's wearing the Centerline shirt as well. So he had it not just the jacket but the shirt. And
I think
I'm
that's
not sure if that's a Centerline hat or not.
Yeah, I think that's the 2022 World shirt.
Oh, is it? It looks like, okay, it's hard for me. Oh, no, you're right. That's not Centerline.
All right, here we go.
And we're going to get underway. Set 1, game 1. Scott getting his cursed cat off the table.
That looks like our referee is Josiah there, huh?
Yep.
Awesome.
Josiah
I love
learning
seeing
the
that.
ropes.
Josiah's becoming a real threat on the table lately. He beat you and Scott.
Yeah, the week before last week, he didn't do that so great, but this week he played pretty good.
More importantly, guys, he's becoming a bigger and bigger part of the community, which you can't ask more,
That's really great. And he can't even reach the center line yet.
Well, a little touch from Scott, but now the match begins. It looks like Sam. We told about Sam at the Shot of the Week. If you haven't known, making the Shot of the Week will give you 1 or 2 ELO points that will boost your ranking.
Now, do you go back and watch all these matches and delve out the points, Spec, later on?
Yeah. I mean, these matches are pretty quick overall, and I can just press the fast forward button.
Okay. Pretty time consuming, though.
Looks like Scott got the first point. That gives
1-1 now. There's your left wall under.
Oh,
There's another left wall.
left wall under from
Yep,
Sam.
2-1 Sam.
Quick shot from
That's what Sam is so good at right there.
The transition.
Yep, transition, hitting a shot before the defense has time to get set.
And that is one of Scott's biggest weaknesses, I think, is when he has both hands on his mallet and he's trying to switch back to his defense.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Unforced error there
Unforced error.
committed
Let's look at
by
that.
Sam.
Again, Sam was
Self
just playing a little
score.
too fast for his own good. Tries for
Yeah,
the
so
cross.
far, I'd say so far the pace
Oh,
is
no.
definitely.
Another unforced error
Yeah.
from Scott.
But sometimes
Yeah, so I think-
if you watch Scott, when he transitions from his left-handed offense to his right-handed defense, he'll have both hands on his mallet right there. And if
Yeah.
you're quick enough, you can catch him just as if he had backed up all the way against his goal and catch him in a straight. It just leaves him so vulnerable. He's gotten pretty quick at doing the transition, but still, it's such a vulnerable spot for him.
Ooh, beautiful cross from Sam. Makes us to 5-2. Can Scott Arnold come back from this 3-point deficit? Oh, missed that puck.
Scott's been really working on trying not to go back all the way to his goal to defend.
Yeah, but if you look, I mean, and again, I don't know if it's just this motion he's got kind of going on back and forth, while Sam is setting up.
Ooh.
Hit a little nice rat wall under to go in. But yeah, he's definitely pulling back still way too far.
I see all the way back. I told him that if he puts spikes on his goal, it'll stop him from doing that pretty quick.
Yep.
Or little needles. Ooh, nice straight.
Cut by Sam.
Game point,
Gets
Sam.
6-4. Yeah. Okay, I like that.
Oh.
Oh.
Out of control. And does a little
slow.
around the world to get in on the over.
All right.
Left wall. Over.
Left wall over around the world. And there it is, the
There
right
it
wall
is.
under for that final shot.
Quick right
Ruthless.
wall under early in the drift.
Final shot.
By Sam. See that, how he hit it early in his drift. And, Scott was not set. He wasn't ready defensively there.
Unexpected.
That's so important. And this is I'm sorry, I didn't even ask, but is this a best of 7 or best of 5
Best
challenge
of
match
5.
here? Best of 5, okay. Yeah, so game 1, each set's best of 7 games. Sam definitely looked like he was in control that entire game. I think he was playing at the pace that he needs to play at. Both guys, had some unforced errors resulting in a self score. But a lot of that's nerves, that's adrenaline. You're starting a match. Once that kind of, you calm down a little bit, you'll see some more crisp, better, offense and better decisions defensively as well. I think for Scott's got to, kind of what he did after Sam kind of, already had game point. He slowed it down just a little bit, and he's got to do that. He's got to build up that possession time to kind of increase that stress level.
Yeah, get that tension
on Sam. Yep, that's it.
Okay, looks like we're going to jump into game 2. Sam's getting his music straight.
Or his coaching straight.
Or his coaching.
Matt,
Yeah.
they want to do like one face off every set,
You're doing face off every set?
so they're not doing it every.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright. They're doing face off every set, so it's going to start.
Well, that will lead to less ELO points. Because first possession counts as an ELO point, I guess.
It's okay.
All right, here we go. Yep, starts on Scott's side. And now puck is in play. A straight down the middle shot from Scott. You really don't want to see that.
Yeah, so again, first possession, he's got to be a little more decisive. He hit that one also from the middle of the middle zone of the table. When you do that and your opponent isn't really kind of moving and they're just perfectly centered in the middle of the goals, you're not really forcing them to do something else. So like right there, he hit that from the right quadrant, and he actually forced Sam to do something a little
Way
different,
more
put a little
effective.
more stress on him.
It's 1-1.
Yeah. So Scott definitely needs to stay out of
Scott with
that
the right wall over.
middle zone. Yep, right wall over.
Sam
Nicely
trying to
set up.
respond but misses.
Just starts hitting buttons. Should be 2-1.
Nice
Good
cross.
Yep.
Nice cross.
You can see
Scott
Scott there. I mean,
evaluating.
if you look after that score, you know, he realizes he's pulling back. That's a good sign for Scott.
Well, if he was just a little faster, he would have caught that puck.
Like that?
Well, that
Still
puck
pulling
just
back.
stopped right on him.
Well, isn't that the point?
But he could have done that, which Sam just did. Just grab the puck, put it back in your possession.
Sam loves that transition shot to get
1-2.
that going fast and
Another cross
gets him
from
with the
Sam.
cross.
So crosses work really well on Scott, if you haven't noticed. And I think Sam will pick that up pretty soon here. So you might just keep going for the cross.
Yeah, you know, look,
Oh.
there's nothing to be ashamed of that. I mean, you know, it's a deadly shot in air hockey. It's one that's one of the more difficult shots to block if
Right
it's
there.
hit correctly.
Again with
And
the
yeah,
cross.
he's hitting another one. And
Deadly. Watch this.
Sam,
Another
yeah, so
cross from
there you go.
Scott.
yeah, Sam just needs to keep pounding that in, and you know, he needs to force Scott to literally sell out for it, or you know, learn how to properly block it. You almost have to, you know, kind of just say, you know what, I'm not going to move. I'm going to force him to hit another shot that's perfect.
Oh, and that was a left
So-
wall under, bringing that to the feature shot point. So Sam has hit that twice now. Hope to see more. Good get from Sam.
Sam is just getting all the pucks.
Another left
Maintaining a
wall
lot of
under
possession
attempt.
time, put a lot of pressure on Scott.
You know, that one got away. Let's see if
And he was
Scott
disappointed.
can
Oh, almost got
capitalize. He
that
did not.
transition in.
Trying for a
Little 1-2.
1-2, yeah.
Right wall under.
Yep. 3-6.
Is it under or over?
It is an under. Went right under his mouth.
Yeah, that's crazy. That
It,
was
it
good.
did go towards the middle a little bit, Matt. So I think that it kind of looked like it may have been towards the over, but it was under the mouth for sure.
Sam's trying to get some of those ELO points in. Let's see if he can get it. No, and that's
Brought
the
straight
cross.
to end that game. Two pretty dominant games, I'd say, by Sam to start off the match
Yeah, I
here.
think Sam has realized that the cross is the weakness, and now it's up to Scott to adjust to that.
Yep. Yeah, no doubt. You know, Scott's got to have discipline, you know, on defense. I cannot stress that enough. If you're not out there and willing to, you know, force somebody to hit one. So in other words, if you keep falling victim, you know, to the offense, you're never going to win a game. You have to actually just kind of make your stand and say, you know what, these shots aren't going to go in. You're going to have to hit something else.
Right.
And that is when the real chess match starts, right? So right now, Sam is kind of just having his way. He's going up there. He's hitting across straight, sometimes early in the drift, sometimes a little later. He throws in just enough, you know, left wall and right wall unders to kind of keep him honest. You know, and right now Scott is just completely off balance. And, you know, he threw in just a couple quick transition pot shots. And again, that goes into the whole keeping Scott off balance. And so Scott, I think, really needs to just relax, you know, and start to make that stand. You know, when he makes that stand, then the games change. Then your offense will start going. Everything starts rolling, and to me, it always starts with defense. If
Then
you
the
start
real
shutting
game
somebody down or slowing somebody down, that's when you'll start, seeing a difference in the games.
Well, let's hope he does that.
Yes, yes, no doubts. Otherwise, it's going to be a quick 3-set match.
Well, I've heard Scott isn't going down without a fight, so hopefully he'll get a little bit more warm on this set, and then in the next set he'll come out swinging hard. Here we go.
Yeah, no doubts.
Third game underway.
All right, Sam's starting with the puck.
Oh, that was a little flub.
Yeah. Unfortunate start, for Scott there. But he's got to do more with his possessions.
Yep.
He pulls it out. He kind of rushed that shot, went to the middle of the goal.
Ooh.
Nice get. Almost lost it, but he ended up with it. Tried to forehand left all over.
Every time Sam hits that cross, it gives him more confidence to hit that cross.
Yes. Absolutely.
Sam messing with the string and then hits that right wall under.
Yeah.
I think I need a string. What do you think?
You need an umbilical cord for
Yeah.
your mallet? I think the puck is stuck.
So the whole string theory, string theory. So the whole string theory is it's sound, right? And for me, it's okay when it comes to the safety of other players, the safety of the crowd. So if it doesn't fling and hit somebody, something along those lines. But for me, I've always been a proponent that, and I voted against this on every time that the opportunity has risen. But I think that holding onto the mallet is part of the sport. I think it's a skill, to be able to hold onto that mallet and not rely on a string to hold onto it to maintain possession. I can't tell you how many times I've actually,
that was a nice little light fight.
Somebody has a long string on their mallet. They hit it. The mallet flies towards you, but it's going in a big revolution around your arm.
Oh wow, this game is going fast now. 5-1, and Sam just hit a feature shot.
Okay. It seems like Scott's shots are not very powerful.
Yeah, he needs to put a lot more power in his shots. And that was a total miss from
Confidence.
Sam.
It's that confidence. It makes a world of difference.
Skipping frames.
Skipping those frames on that cross there. Doing now
the
on a
speed.
left wall over.
And now it's 7-1 and it's done. Now Scott is in a real bad position.
Yeah, 3-0. It's not it's not an impossible position. But yes, Sam is definitely taking control of this set and the match for the first 3 games. Been very dominant, especially that last one, 7-1. That's what it was, correct, guys?
Yep.
Yep. If you're Scott, what are you thinking right now? What's going through your head?
Well, again, Scott, I think what he feels he's off balance. I think he feels like, okay, if I start cheating for this cross, then I'm going to leave open these banks that are going in. He's going to catch me off guard again. And that's true to some extent, but he's got to understand that, yes, you may be hemorrhaging elsewhere in the body, but you've got to stop that main bullet hole, right? You got to stop that main artery from bleeding out, and that's that cross straight that Sam's just been killing him with.
That's a good point.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere, and you start at the most important one that the opponent has chosen to hit continuously on you, and you got to take that away.
Well said. Well said. Well, let's see what he does with this game 4.
So that was better where he hit that one from. It was a little right of center, but the first shot that Scott hit was, there you go.
Ooh, nice over.
So that was left of center, hit a really nice left wall over. But again, that second shot that Scott attempted was really towards the middle. Sam said that he has a left wall over as well, so now 1-1. Good discipline on defense by Sam.
Topping.
Yeah.
Bummer.
So on that last shot attempt by Scott, you notice Sam didn't even move back. He just sat there. And that's proper defense right there, because you're taking away both straight shots simultaneously. Again, just where he needs to be.
Switching to the left. Oh, and he
Good
returns it.
transition
Nice
to the
great
right wall
transition.
under.
Yep.
I think Scott is way in his head right now, and I think he needs to think less and score more.
Yeah, he just needs to be in what do they call it? The flow state. He needs to get
Close to
there.
it, Yep, and there's that
Not-
cross again. And I told him
Yep.
about that cross a week ago, and I kept scoring on that cross. So you gotta stop. You gotta stop pulling that cross out, Scott. Just hold your mouth out a little bit further, so you can stop that. But once he brings it all the way back, it's over for him.
I mean, he as recently as yesterday, he knew coming back on his goal was an issue for him, and he's even got marks on his wrists where
Yeah.
he's coming back and hitting the goal because he's coming back so fast.
We have been telling him to stop doing that for quite a while now. I think it's just a bad habit he formed, and old habits die hard, you know.
Yeah, I was going to say, you were talking about putting spikes on a goal.
That'll make him
Yeah.
quit pretty fast.
Yeah.
You learn.
Oh, was that a left wall
Oh.
under?
Owen Geraldo would say just take the goal off completely if you want to learn how to play defense. Take it off completely and then see what happens.
Yeah, we often fun about that.
Yeah, I have children, so I didn't actually do that part, but
I might try. I have as many kids as I need.
oh, you don't? You're a glutton for punishment.
I don't need any more.
Well, that'll help sterilize you, sir.
Hopefully it'll help me better my defense.
Oh, that it
Or
probably
die
should,
trying.
Oh,
wow.
Clubs in to the goal.
Yeah.
Lucky goal
3 to
from
4
Scott.
now.
All right.
That was a lucky bounce. You see that thing? It was
Yeah.
like defied physics.
Is someone holding a fan on the other side? Sam speaks out in disappointment for losing that puck.
Yeah, cries out.
Oh,
There
good.
you go. Now notice that
stretch.
shot there by Scott.
I
He's
think he was
right
trying-
of
yeah.
center, and he hits it literally as a straight shot right up the pipe. So he
Mhm.
caught Sam where he was not set up correctly to defend that.
I think he was trying to hit
Yes.
that shot for a while now, and that's the first
Yes.
time he hit it.
Well, to be honest, that's the first time he hit it from the right position.
Right? He was a little
He's
bit
been
too far
more
out.
towards the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're more towards the middle, you're just feeding right into Sam's defense. Set in the middle.
Yeah, I would love to see this game turn around and go to 7 games right now.
Heck yeah.
Well, it's 4 to 4, and Sam is just getting riled up. Or is he? Maybe that puck is just.
What's happening? Is there like a
I
lint
don't,
on there?
yeah, I don't think they like the
understand.
puck.
Could be a slightly warped. Sometimes that happens on a warped puck.
Oh, that
a good block on the right over.
I think it was just it. It just bounced out. It hit the corner too hard. And that sometimes happens with the right wall overs. It hits that goal corner and just pops out.
Oh, goes around the mallet in the
Around
goal.
the world, that's what you call that. Or Scott calls it chess knight because you know how a knight in chess makes an L-shaped move. Here we
Switches
go.
hand.
Switches the hand to the left.
He's
Tries
either
the
going to go
1-2.
to. Yeah, he either goes for the left wall or he goes for the left-handed cross.
Yeah, he's doing that. But again, look at when he's effective and when he's not effective. It's where he's hitting it from. He's not effective at all when he's hitting it in the middle of the table. When he's hitting it where
Looks
it's
like
off
Scott
center,
has
got a
adjusted to
chance.
that cross now. He blocked 3 crosses from Sam. So he's making good improvements. 4 crosses now.
so I would say that cross is still there. Sam is hitting it more in the middle.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, and that can happen too. Like if you're experiencing a lot of success, you get a little lethargic in your offense, and you all of a sudden don't have that right mindset, that right focus to attack. So that could be going on right now, being up 3-0. I would hope not, but as for Scott playing much better defense, I don't know if I'm ready to say that just yet because he's still pulling back.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the
So
first
he gets there,
cut I've seen Sam do.
Yeah, coming all the way back.
And another shot from the middle.
Oh, great right wall under
That
block.
puck was dead.
Yeah. It's like we have a birdhouse. in
No,
here.
it's communications.
Oh, left wall under.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Scott.
what Sam was doing there defensively. He came out to try to charge it, or not sure.
This is Scott's first game point right here.
Can
Yeah.
Scott bring this home? Or is Sam going to rush this game? Oh, here we go. Possession time. A little bit of
Is
flub
Scott
shot.
going to rush this? Because he wants
Scott-
to just be
yeah.
over.
Scott usually rushes the shots. But we'll see here.
Just needs to take his
Oh,
time and
a little
set
bit
it
of
up.
Soft left wall. Oh, and there's that cut from Sam. Oh no.
That point,
It
game
was
point.
not,
No.
it was not there, and I missed it.
And you missed the actual final shot, which Scott got. I think
man,
I don't
should
know
not-
what it was, but
See,
I
I'm
think
not
it
as
was a left
smart
wall
as,
under.
as you guys call me in Texas.
Okay. So obviously Scott won that game. So
Scott won
7-6.
from a right wall under. I saw.
Okay.
Scott is taking his 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Scott takes 2 minutes.
Okay.
Well deserved.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
I like him taking the 2 minutes. I think he needs to continue that. I think he needs to just keep on focusing on his pace, taking his time. Towards the end of that game, Scott did the right things. He took his time, set up the shots a little bit better. Wasn't hitting as many shots from the center of the table. And that right there helps put Sam in a position that he's got to, play a little bit better defense. And that is what, again, Scott has to do. If Scott doesn't do that and he continues to hit from the middle of the table, like I said, we're going to have 3 sets and that's it this match. I mean, it's just the reality of it. I think Sam is going to come out again here with a little more speed. He's going to come out more pace. He's going to come out attacking with more of a direct type path. So, like I said, we'll see what happens. I think so. That's why this timeout is so key for Scott. He knows that that's in Sam's personality. He knows that Sam is, fuming at the mouth,
He's
right?
chomping
ready
at the
to
Foaming
get
at the
on that
mouth.
table and
He's
just come at
foaming
it.
at the mouth.
Yeah, foaming. Did I say what did I say? I don't even know.
He said
Fuming?
fuming.
But yeah,
It could be
Fuming.
fuming.
Yeah.
maybe he's over there vaping.
Fuming
I
out
don't
the
know, so he's
head,
fuming.
but foaming out the mouth.
Yeah, foaming at the mouth.
So,
So
with that said, Scott has won 3 ELO points because he got a 7-6 win and a game win. And also that one feature shot he just pulled off.
Nathan's going to come back and he's going to be number 2 in Idaho.
Well, that's what he gets for being lazy, not challenging anybody. But I mean, he can also get a lot of points from the weekly. He's just gonna play the weekly a lot.
Get 30 points just for winning the weekly.
Yeah, if it's a 19-person weekly and you have to win 5
You know how many
matches-
points I got from all the weeklies I won in the past?
Well,
0.
that's your fault for winning them when the system wasn't invented yet.
Yep.
Here we go. The 5th game. Can Scott pull this off? I don't know.
Man.
That hard right wall under from Sam.
Yeah.
I wonder if
quick,
Sam
fast pace.
has let go of the
Those,
cross.
those right wall unders have been like getting stuck in the goal a lot. Those will show how strong they are. I think Scott needs to whip his wrist more because it's just going straight when he hits it.
It's just going straight to Sam's mallet.
Yep, like that.
Yeah.
Look at where he's releasing it from.
Yep.
Right
In
the middle of the
Sam
table.
mallet. Get a different angle here. Will Sam hit a future shot?
Scott's just trying to block it all.
You know, I can see Sam learning a lot from Joey Liz. His drifting and little taps here and there really goes to show how much he's learning from that guy.
Did you just invoke Joey Liz?
I love Joey.
Everyone loves Joey, and Joey loves cats, by the way.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, you're a dog person, Matt. I don't think he likes you.
Ooh.
Why
Nice
wouldn't you
left
like?
all
I
over.
like. I secret. Don't tell nobody, but I watch cat videos and I secretly like them.
Sam playing that super fast transition game for Scott. He's trying to overwhelm him.
Well, he's got a 3-0 lead to validate what he's doing.
Maybe he's just messing around.
I don't think so. Colin, one of the things he commented recently is play as fast as you can.
Oh yeah.
Without
Loses the mount, but he has a string, so does not get called out of play.
what do you say? Play as fast as you can without making mistakes or losing control.
Well, all Colin does is just say play as fast as you can. So whenever you call him for advice, he'll be like, "Yeah, just play faster." Oh, and there's that cross on that transition.
Yep.
Totally out of position for the block there.
Well, he did block.
He froze.
He went too far back and not on the cross side.
Yeah, big lead here for Sam.
Will Sam get a 7-0 skunk? You get 5 points for that. We have Crystal and right, was that left wall over? Oh, serve shot.
Both moms in chat.
Two
Right.
moms rooting for their sons. Another left wall over from Scott.
Very nice shot.
No 7-0 skunk here. That was an over, but he beautifully blocks that. Good get
So
from Sam.
I'd say the pace that Scott is playing with, it's not quite as good as what he was doing in the last game. You know, it's one pump hit,
Yeah.
one pump hit.
Yeah, that's his formula.
Well, I understand, but over a long period or a long match, you know,
Yeah,
you got to change it up.
Yeah.
It might need to be 2 pumps and a hit, or 4 pumps and a hit,
Mhm.
or no pump and just hit. You know, but
Well,
you know, so you got to change it up.
usually I see Scott doing a double pump sometimes, or multiple pumps when he goes up to shoot a shot. But I think right now his nerves are getting in the way. Like that, he did a double pump.
Yeah, it seems like he's getting overwhelmed a little bit.
Yep. The pressure is just too much for him. Oh.
Well, I'd say a lot of it's the pace that Sam has brought to give him this set point too right now.
Yeah, that was a very telegraphed right wall. Ooh.
There you go.
Good
Little
cut.
hustle shot there. Cross straight to the left.
Sam sets up a shot.
Now Sam is trying. Let's see if Sam can get that left wall under in for the final point.
Set point, anything special?
No special shot for the set point. I guess he's going for a cross. Ooh.
Good block by Scott.
Incredible.
Trying to return.
Good block from Sam. Knocked that right wall under away.
Ooh. Both players going back and forth. Scott trying for the over, doesn't get there. Oh, but he
good
does.
cut.
Got it.
6-4 now.
Oh, he gives it right into it. Oh my gosh. Going back and forth. Sam gets the better half of that deal.
This is a very fun, tense game. Scott's right on the edge for losing this set, but he keeps on fighting.
Good block,
Oh, no.
but couldn't hold on the possession there.
if he could be a little bit more faster on that left wall under, he could actually score.
Scott's getting some good blocks and good possessions.
Or maybe he's just getting lucky.
No, this is like 3 times in a row, so it's got to be something better than luck.
See, if he just slams that left wall under in.
He heard you.
That was like that was like better one.
Oh,
And
yeah.
there it is, the final shot, feature shot. It was a left wall under on that feature shot.
Brought to you by Ruthless Real
Final
Estate.
shot. Ruthless Real Estate.
Yeah, definitely a ruthless shot. No doubts.
Very ruthless.
Was that a left wall under?
Yep, that was a left wall under. Ruthless replay. That's a lot of words to
Wow.
say. So I'm just gonna say it's the final shot of the feature shot. And there you go. That's the set. 7-6.
Step 1. So we got to do this kind of how we did the Texas State, where I'm gonna have an opportunity to talk to both these guys. Or
Yeah.
I think so. If one of them comes in.
Here's Sam.
Sam.
if you're interested.
Here we
likes
go.
to talk. Here
Sam.
you go.
So,
Read it from the Magic Master mouth. Sam the mouth.
Sam.
Sam, how you feeling after that first set?
I'm feeling fun. I'm having fun.
It looks like it. It looks like it. So, you were up, pretty commandingly, 3 games to 0, and then Sam, it seemed like you kind of lowered your pace just a little bit, slowed it down that 4th game, and kind of played into Scott's hands a little bit. Where
Yeah.
Scott, ended up winning that game, and I think it was a right wall under to win that 7-6 game.
I think it was too. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, it kind of got taken off the screen here from
Recap.
Spec. He already took credit of that. But anyways, and then you played really strong that last game to take it. I'd say you're looking like you're feeling pretty confident. I'll say this. What do you think was your most dominant shot in that first set?
That left wall under, was it? No, I think it was my either my cross or my cut.
Okay, yeah, definitely the cross straight from what we saw. I think you hit that probably more than anything else.
Yeah.
Really had him pulling back, pretty badly, and I'd say even towards the end there, it seemed like he was maybe blocking a little bit. I think you kind of lost your accuracy.
Yeah.
But so my advice to you would be to not let up and to stay on the attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out and play as fast as I can without messing myself up, forcing myself with errors.
Well, absolutely.
And I think I really haven't been doing a setup kind of like how I'm not playing like I normally play. Like I normally play
Right.
with that dominant. I try to start off my game with a right wall under and a cut straight off the bat, and those two similar. I haven't really gone to that yet. I feel like I've used it a couple times, but that hasn't been my main attack. I feel like I still have that to fall back on.
Yeah, no doubt. So obviously, you're going to hit what the defense gives you, right? So, if he's sitting on the cut the whole time and the cross keeps going in, then so be it, right?
Yeah,
that's what it is. But look, it's like I said, for your perspective, I think you need to send a message right from this point on, and kind of like challenge yourself to keep like a really high level of play, regardless of what the outcome of each game might be, right? So this is when you can create some really bad habits that can hurt you, at the Worlds or, in other competitions and whatnot. So you create those bad habits by all of a sudden, I'm playing a little lethargic this game, or I'm not attacking like I was the previous game. Mm-hmm. So those can come back and bite you in the long run. So for you, I think you've got to, again, maintain that level of intensity and to keep that pace going, and if not, speed it up and then slow it down every now and then, right? But for the most part, you should be on the attack, right? So your goal is to just completely dominate from this point on.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah. I think that works for me. I'll work on that. And I'll let Scott get in here. So Thank you.
All right, absolutely. Okay, man. Good luck.
Hey, you too. Well, you too. Wait, you're not playing. I just realized that.
He'll be the Titans. The Titans showdown. Alright, to recap, we can see here. Hello, Scott.
What's up, bro? Got Danny on today?
Right.
So we got that recap.
Hey, Scott.
You
How
won
you doing,
one
brother?
game.
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm good. So, that first set, a couple good games that last, the last part of the set, where y'all split games. But talk to me a little bit. I mean, I think the adrenaline got a little bit of the better of you that first game for sure.
Yeah.
But what are you seeing on the table? What are you feeling?
Well, today I'm playing Sam at his proper quality because before he was sick and was dealing with the tattoo thing, and so it's nice seeing his actual skill level today, so I can actually assess what I need to do to beat him. So that's good. But in terms of my gameplay, I noticed that I've been really fixating on making sure, as much as I can, it's still a bad habit, but not to turtle at all, no matter what happens. So I've kind of been focusing on that a little bit more than anything else because of how important it is. And I think really what's going on is I'm really needing to get that left wall over more accurate, the fake out, because it works really well when I use it up at the arcade. But I'm noticing a lot of times when I'm trying to fake him out, trying to do the left wall over, it's going to a left wall under, which is exactly what he's waiting for. So I'm noticing that's been a problem so far in the game. Right wall overs are working okay, not as good as I would like or as consistently, but not bad. But yeah, if you notice anything, what do you have for me, brother?
Well, so let's say this: like your success rate is really low when you're striking the puck and you're making your shot from the middle zone of the table. He's taken away just about every one of his straight shots you've hit, and he ends up with possession on it when you're hitting it from the middle of the table.
Right.
When you're over in the right quadrant or the left quadrant, your success rate goes up significantly. Okay? So in this next set, I don't want you to hit one single shot from the middle of the goal. Right?
Okay.
Get it either further on the left or further on the right and do your thing. Right?
Yeah.
But when you're in the middle,
By
of
middle
the goal,
are you including next to the Dynamo logo?
yeah,
Are either
it's
still
literally
close to the
you're
middle?
right. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the middle. So you want to be just offset one side or the other.
Okay.
Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because when you do that, you create a natural lane past his defense because his defense is right here in the middle, right?
Right.
So if you move over just a little bit here, then all of a sudden you got a perfectly straight shot there. So you're going to force him to move this way just a little bit. If he moves too much, you actually open up the cross on this side,
Yeah.
right? Or he doesn't move enough and you still have a good lane.
Right.
And then you get him thinking about those straights versus thinking about the banks.
Right.
Right now, he's not worried about anything but the banks because he's just sitting there. He's not worried about your straights at all because you're
Yeah.
feeding into his defense.
Right. Okay.
That makes sense?
That makes sense. Yeah.
So for you, I think you need to, play at the pace that you need to play at, but don't get into this rhythm. One pump hit, one pump hit, one pump hit. Change it up, right?
Yep.
One pump, three pump hit, right?
Yep.
Just whatever, but take your time. Don't let him get into this pace. When you get that puck, hold on to it, maintain that possession. You can count to, 4 seconds in your head before you even put it up there, and then start taking shots. Just because, Sam is he feeds off that energy. He feeds off that pace.
Yeah.
And you can use that against him to slow him down a little bit, with his offense. And when you slow him down just enough, all of a sudden he's not as accurate as he once was, or he's not hitting all those quick, shots that in transition.
Right.
He's still going to get them, but I think you got to do a really good job of controlling that pace, controlling your offense, and taking your time with those shots.
Yeah.
And when you hit them with authority.
Right.
Right? I mean, if it goes off the table, the heck with it. You're just going to get the puck back on defense. But you got to hit it with authority. You got to know that you're going to score, or it's going to get knocked off the table. One of the two, right?
Yep.
Oh,
So,
it's to Ray.
The other thing I'd say defensively, right, is you are pulling back too much, like
Right.
you were saying, turtling.
Terrible habit.
Right? Yeah. So just you got to stay out there. You got to just maintain that discipline and just force him to hit something else besides a straight. You need to take away all those straight shots, cuts, crosses, say no more. Right?
Okay.
So you can do this, man. I mean, you know what? You did it one game. You can certainly keep going. I mean, I didn't get on here to watch a 3-set match.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
So I want you to go take it.
Give him
I know he's a
Scott.
great
I will.
player. I know he's a phenomenal player.
Give him some left ball
But you
unders.
can do this.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks. I appreciate
All
it.
right, go handle it.
All right. In this first game, Sam has already got an increase of 24 elo points. He's pretty close to 700 elo. And to Ray, the most feature shot hits was from Sam, and he also got a final point. So Sam got 5 points on the feature shot, and Scott Arnold got 2 points.
Are you just reading the stats?
Yep. Because Ray Nugent was telling Scott to farm some left fall unders.
That's exactly what he was doing, right?
Yeah,
That's
well-
exactly what he was doing.
Not on that set, but hopefully this set he'll pick it up.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that the whole elo points are it's fun and all, but these guys have got to focus on what's going to work and what's not going to work. And
Well,
if
for sure, but
yeah.
our system favors personally on performance. So if they do well on performance, they get more points on performance. So
but what is it to perform?
winning games and sets and beating out 7-6s.
So winning a game is just doing whatever it takes to score, right? To outscore your opponent. So if I have an opponent who's literally a goal blocker on left wall banks, and he's open like a chimney on right wall banks, why would I hit a left wall bank to get an elo point, which makes no sense because that just makes the elo points seem insignificant, if that makes any sense.
Well, yeah.
Because it's about performance, right? About winning. So I just don't want these guys so focused on that and they're missing the boat when, it's an opportunity for them to really learn to, because I mean the ultimate goal is to be number one in the world, right? To take Colin out, and that's the goal. That's the goal for really any of these air hockey competitors. Oh goodness, unforced error there by Scott.
Yeah.
Ooh. But yeah, I think that was a nice shot. You saw that? That was left of center.
Yep.
Very nice.
And he did a little pump with it too.
Yeah, and he hit it with authority. Okay, little transition there by Sam. See, I would love it if Sam gets pushed here, and let's see how Sam responds. This is what we want. Because it'll make both these guys so much better.
What did Scott say about coming back to the goal all the time?
Well, he knows it. He knows he's turtling, and he wants to fix it. But, it's easier said than done, right? I mean, I think we've all been through it. Oh, man, that's two of those that has happened now to Scott. Kind of like a self-score. All right, let's see what happens here.
See, I'm trying to get this transition machine going, but
Yeah,
ooh,
there you go.
flies off the table. Scott's possession.
There you go. So, again, look how far over he is now, though, and that's a good thing for him. And you already saw. Well, that was a good transition there by Sam. He got him again off guard. Wasn't set. But
way
you
out of
see the
position.
difference there. When it comes to good hustle, with what Sam has to do defensively, because now it changes what he has. What he's been doing. All right, let's see here.
Did you know that Ray Nugent has a master class for only $10,000? Air hockey master class.
Well, It's
Oh, wow.
$10,000 to for him to send him a picture, for him to send him a picture to where he should put his defense at. Oh, there's that cross again.
Yep. There's the cross.
Slamming that cross in.
Is that $10,000 per picture, Ray?
Well, if it's per month and you can have however many pictures you want. Oh no!
Oh, drifts right into his goal. I guess tries to give him a serve pot shot, but does not pan out.
So one of the things that, you know, for Sam, and this is kind of what I noticed at the end of last set, he's playing way too relaxed right now, and this is creating some really bad habits for him.
I think he is underestimating Scott.
I think he
Completely
says he's got this in the bag.
But he hits that cross in like it's no problem.
Yeah.
He knows the cross is a safe shot, so if he performs bad on 2 points, he'll hit the safe shot. But he loves to make these games interesting for us to watch. Here we go.
I wonder if it's interesting or if he's just doing what he can.
Well, he's a magician, right? So he's a showmanship.
Is this prestidigitation right now?
He's trying to do something with the off goals.
Oh, no.
Maybe that was what he was trying to do.
Awesome mallet there.
I think that was way over. Oh, almost over.
No.
Scores on himself, making
Wow.
game point.
This set is not. Oh, there we go.
And then Sam just puts it away.
That wander.
Right at wall under. Ray Nugent already gave him like 9 months worth of info already, including drills.
Is that what he's getting through his earpiece? Is Ray Nugent in his ear?
Oh, I think he's talking about Scott.
Oh.
So he's already down the hole. So that's a 6-7 game from Sam.
Yeah. So speaking of North Carolina and Ray and all those guys, you know, they came to Houston not that long ago, and they were playing their butts off, and they're
Dude,
all
Seth
playing
Garrett?
so strong.
Man, Seth Garrett was such a surprise.
I thought Nathan had that game, and then it just fell
I
apart.
thought Brian Q had that game against Seth Garrett, but Seth Garrett just came out swinging.
Yeah, he did. And, you know, I love Seth's intensity. I talked about that a lot. You know, I'm surprised he never played, you know, football in high school. I was asking him, and I think he told me like cross country and, you know, something along those lines. But to me, he seems like he was an old football player, you know, like myself. And because he reminds me, like when he's on the table, of like how I would get really intense. You know, when I was first playing. You know, later on I learned how to control that. I wasn't like that, but anyways, super impressed with how he played. You know, he took out the #1 seed in the first round. You know, taking Q out, which could have ended up, you know, being the difference because, you know, Q did win that first set against Connor handedly.
I knew that
but he just
blew a
didn't
lot of
have it
people's
for that
brackets. That first game.
I'm sorry?
That blew a lot of people's brackets, that first game.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So, no doubts.
Oh, goes right around Sam's mallet to go get the first game, and Sam comes right back with the cut.
Yep.
Why is it not showing my scoreboard?
And Scott's, you know, I like that he's taking his time. There you go. Came right back with a cross straight.
That's the best answer to somebody scoring a goal on you. Score a goal back on them.
Absolutely.
Oh, back
my
of his
goodness.
mallet. That's tit for tat here in round set 2.
Well, he hasn't been hitting much.
There's
cuts
that left
in
wall
this game.
over that he's been trying to hit,
Yep.
and there's that cross again, rearing its ugly head for
Yeah.
Scott.
Oh,
Again, Sam, what's going on with your puck control, buddy?
Yeah, a lot of unforced errors I'm seeing. I think everybody in Idaho should be challenging Sam after watching him
Well, this is his
score
last one
himself
before
as
he
much as he is.
moves.
He can. Everything else has to happen in Indiana now.
Yep.
I'm not going there.
I'm not going there.
I'll just take Nathan on.
We have to tend to
There
our
you go.
farmland here in Idaho, Danny.
So Nathan played really, really well at the showdown as well, and I think I predicted, or I guess they were asking like what kind of matchups is everybody looking forward to, and I said that I really want to see the matchup between Garrett or Seth Garrett and Nathan Buss, and I got to see them play, and it was awesome. They didn't disappoint.
Man, Nathan could have won that.
We were at the arcade yelling at the TV.
Yeah, that was that was with Anthony Marino.
Oh yeah, that was. Never mind. Misremembering.
But on the Seth Garrett one, he was rushing so much, and I was just like telling him to stop rushing.
I was yelling at my TV at home on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always easier to say it, to commentate about it, than to actually do it.
Oh man, that cut bounces right out of Sam's goal.
Yeah.
And it goes right
my
back
goodness.
in.
Sam's got to
Wow.
figure out this puck control issue that he's having right now because
Yeah,
it
he
could
is
lose him
getting
this whole game.
visibly frustrated with that because he already scored in 4 points on himself.
Oh, wow. That one was from the middle.
Let's get a better angle. Oh, that right wall
Almost.
over gets nicely blocked from Sam.
Let's see if Sam gets more serious now.
Oh, he's trying his cut.
Mm.
Oh, and he says it right there, right down the middle.
Oh,
Mmm.
6-6.
Oh no, I keep
Either
doing
way.
that.
You're gonna miss it, and you
I
did.
missed it.
And we missed it.
And Scott
Man.
wins game 2.
I think the fans are going to think you have a bias against Scott because every time he scores those 7-6 games,
and he scored
we all
with
miss it.
a left wall under.
Oh, I even put the wrong game on there too. So, I think Scott's paying me.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, I've had
All
a
right.
long day of dealing with Nathan's shenanigans.
Well, so we got one game apiece now, correct?
Yep.
7-6, both guys. They both got a 7-6 game to start off this set.
I wonder if Sam is not expecting the seriousness that Scott's bringing to this right now.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I kind of talked about that, to Sam. So if he's not ready for it, then I hope that Scott brings it in all reality because, I know that, both these guys are young, and I know Sam's very young, and I know that these are definitely lessons that you have to learn if you're going to really, compete at the highest levels.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sad if Sam took the number 3 spot back to Indiana and left number 2 here. That wouldn't make me sad one bit.
Sure, of course. You can't take things for granted, because all it takes is that one moment of realization from your opponent, and all of a sudden their confidence starts, boosting. Their shots become better, their defense starts to play better, and that's all it takes. All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh, that's a very strong right wall.
Right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
I think Sam has brought his hair into a bun format.
He took his hat off.
Yeah. He's
getting a little
Okay.
hot-headed.
getting serious.
So Scott did good there, but then on that last one, he should have stopped the puck from going forward and set it up again. Instead, he just made a shot, and Sam was just waiting for him to do it. He just literally handed the puck over that possession.
Nathan had to go to a
strong.
recital, I think. There, Ray.
Yep. Nathan is at a recital.
We're running the show. The what's the saying?
I don't know. I'm not.
The
old
monkeys
enough
are
for
running
that.
the circus.
Well, we just sort of broke into Nathan's house, and so we can get this match in.
Yeah, this is the facility to do it.
Nice get from Scott. Let's see what he does with that. Right down the middle. Right down the middle again.
Wasted shots.
Well, he has another chance.
Not able to reset in time to block the shot, and it goes in.
He tried to do that feature shot.
0-2, Sam.
Ooh, that was a nice block.
Yeah, and I'm glad you guys are picking up on where Scott did hit that shot. It was like from the middle, and it started off left of middle, and that's when he should have made the shot. But it was drifting towards the middle.
There's that middle shot again. It
just deflects right in. Lucky chance for Scott. And Nathan is supposed to be at this recital, but instead he is in the bleachers watching on his phone.
Over. Let's look at that beautifully placed right wall over from Scott.
Oh, look at that block from Scott.
Good block.
Oh, man.
He literally caught it.
Double bank.
That's next week's shot, Scott.
Yeah,
that's
double bank left wall over.
And Sam calls a timeout. That was a good timeout to call.
I think the house rule should be all timeouts must be 10 seconds.
Aren't they supposed to be 10 seconds?
Well, it's up to 10 seconds, but the player can call already.
There's the cross.
Should that be a rule change, Danny? Like, you can't just call timeout for like 1 second and then call back time in. I think that's just
I think that's part of the
head game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can certainly do that. However, the other player doesn't necessarily have to say I'm ready at that point.
Well, Scott did go back to the table when he said I'm ready. So I don't think he knows about that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at
Scott
that
is just on fire right now.
Game point, Scott.
Oh, man.
Good defense. Oh, 6-6
Right
again.
Over. This is the third 6-6 game in this set.
This is a big point for Scott.
The right wall over gets blocked. Scott has possession again. Oh, man. That just rolls right out.
Misses it.
A little waterfall action.
Gotta get set. Gotta get ready.
Good block by Scott.
Nice
Scott
block.
sets it up. Oh, but he
Tries
rushes
that
it.
over, yeah.
Yeah.
Right down the middle. Misses the shot.
Goodness.
Oh.
He's going to get it back, but then Sam was there.
Sam charged it. It was a good charge. Oh, man. This game is tough. These games are tough. Oh,
wow, he almost lost that
he
one.
almost lost it again. Come on, Scott. We're rooting for you.
Scott brings it off the center, but it still hits it into his mallet.
He needs to stop hitting from that center. Do not go to the Dynamo
get
logo,
it back.
Scott.
Reset it.
Do not hit that Dynamo logo. Okay?
Scott switches hands. Off goal.
I think those are misses.
Oh,
no!
Goes in and just barely, I think, off of a missed shot. Here's your ruthless replay.
A proper one this time.
Yeah, you got to finish the block.
And then Sam just moves completely out of the way to let it slowly go in. The stealth shot just drops into the goal.
And that's your
2
third.
games to 1 now. Scott, every game 7-6. This is what I really would like to have seen the first set. Just back and forth to some degree.
I think
we'll see now if Sam kind of wakes up and realizes, oh wait, I'm not playing smart, with my offense. I'm just kind of, lackadaisically kind of hitting these shots in. If he does that, then he's going to put that that pressure back on Scott even more so.
2 minutes?
I'm sorry?
They want 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah. As for Scott, I mean, shoot, he's got to keep on doing this because, for the most part, he's playing at the right pace for him. He's preventing Sam from going on too many of these like quick streaks, where he just starts getting hot and hot and hot. He's bringing it out, taking his time. Yes, he still needs to, go over a little bit, to the right or left, and not hit as many from the middle of the table. But definitely much improved from Scott here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can read what Ray Nugent is saying.
He's saying your name, Danny. He's invoking Danny Hynes.
He says, here's the
my
trick
name.
I learned. Pretend you've got the balls and confidence of Danny Hynes. Works every time.
He's doing well in his league. He's putting away all of his games 5-0 in all of his 6-6 games.
And he's saying my name, huh?
Yeah, he's pretending that he's you, and he has your confidence.
Oh, Lord.
That's how he's winning his games.
Well,
if it works, it works.
Hey, I saw a squat rack in Ray Nugent's garage, so maybe he is kind of like you.
A what?
A squat rack. He's
that's
doing
what
some
you got, right?
powerlifting. I don't have a squat rack in my garage.
You have an axle, don't
Ray,
you?
Ray can pump up some iron, man. I think we were talking a little bit, and his second warm up is 225, and then he starts working out with 315 on the bench. I don't know what his max is, but I did make fun of him because he's got the short little oompa arm, so he doesn't have to.
Right.
He doesn't have to really push it very far, but he's obviously a strong guy, so But awesome guy, and like I said, all of the North Carolina guys, they were down here supporting the event and showdown, and you guys probably heard them, when they were on the face off, how they kind of started that tradition in last year's finals, kind of I guess making that kind of a train noise or whatever you want to call it before a face off. So I love that. I think it's so cool.
That's what they do at the kickoff at football games, right?
Yeah. So
like
definitely a lot of fun.
Short arms are tough on my belly. I just kind of need to pay the counts.
What's going on? Are you okay? Do you need assistance?
What?
What's going on over here?
What do you mean?
You look like you're in distress.
I'm not in distress.
Beck okay over there?
I think he's okay. Here we go.
All right,
Game
here we go.
4.
Game 4 goes right to Sam's mallet. Scott really needs to stop hitting to Sam's mallet like that. Oh, that was a nice right wall over attempt.
He's doing good blocking now. We say he's doing good blocking when he blocks, but does almost the same thing, and it goes in, and it's terrible blocking.
It's like a bandwagon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can have a great block and then still get scored on if you don't finish the block, just like what happened to Sam.
Yeah.
In that 6-6, right, the last game. He blocked it initially, but that spin off the rail just brought it right back in. Got to finish the block.
I don't know. I think the blood's in the water for Scott, and he can taste the win now.
For Sam.
Just
Good
off.
hustle right there. Yeah.
Sam sets
It looks
it
like
up.
Sam, picking up the pace a little bit. Wants to really kind of reinstate his cuts. To I guess remind Scott, hey, I got this shot, and you better block it. And let's see if he goes to the cross after that. I think he tried right there, and it was in the middle.
Scott is a very cut-heavy blocker. What that means is that he cheats that cut side, so that's why the crosses work so well on him.
Oh, he's sitting there waiting for that.
Ooh, good.
That was a good transition.
Game shot.
Watch this.
Hits the off goal. Oh, man.
There's the cross straight there by Sam. Go up 3-1 this game.
Looks like it's picking up the pace. A forehand.
Sam saying, you just wait. This is why I'm number 2 right now.
Or would that be Scott laughing in the sunset?
I don't
Taking
know.
that ring.
Right. Time will tell.
Oh, beautiful cross.
Yeah,
Even Scott liked that one.
Another one from Scott.
That was nice. It was a cross cut that Scott just hit.
Yep.
Yeah, Scott has got to get set defensively immediately.
Misses that forehand on that final volley. And there's another cross.
again.
Scott needs to really zone in on that cross. Sam's gonna hit it again. What? Oh, but that was a rival under.
Very fast.
Ooh.
So fast the replay couldn't even catch it.
Oh, and that was a final shot replay with the left wall under. See, the future shot just gives you an extra bit of dopamine. Yeah,
Nathan says it's the man button that gives Sam that power.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
See.
so that was the game that I think Sam needed right there. He needed to kind of come out, attack, hit good crisp shots, and that's exactly what he did right there. Now he just needs to keep that same level of focus and stay on the attack, because the second he doesn't do that, that's when Scott's creeping into these games. He's taking some games. So it's now 2 games apiece, and Scott's not out of it. And I think we all love that. We want Scott to push Sam as much as possible, if not just take him out. We want the best air hockey that can come out of this. And that game right there, that's an indicator that Sam doesn't want the best air hockey. He wants to dominate, which that's what he should want. It's his responsibility to play at his highest level, and it's Scott's responsibility to rise up to meet it and overtake it.
Agreed.
Yeah, so a little bit of everything there from Sam. Starts again with the straights. He's hitting a good cut, hitting the cross straight, some transition, and then got a few banks around him, and that's it. That's really the formula. All right, 2 games apiece. Very, very critical game right here. Let's see if Sam can keep the momentum going, and let's see if Scott can turn the tide, because that last game really, was pretty good there. Ooh, right wall under to start it off. Sam.
What did Scott learn?
What was that?
I said, what did Scott learn from that last game?
That's a good question. I think he's got to, if anything, if I'm in Scott's position, I'm thinking, okay, I kind of let Sam play at his pace, and I did not take my time and change it up enough.
There's that cross
like I
again.
said, we'll see if he can capitalize on this.
0-2. Scott is trying his best and hitting it down the middle, and that was that cut.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe was that a little too late? Oh. Just right. So this game is 0-3 right now.
Save that from going to the other side.
Oh, that
almost did that
almost
go around the mouth.
Ooh.
Sets it up. Now Sam's got some good puck discipline and gets the puck back even after missing.
Yeah. Another strong cross straight.
4-0 for Sam.
Sam is shouting and
Scott
screaming.
keeps going back to the middle of the goal, or middle of the table to hit his shot.
Sam is just locked in right now. 0-5. Can he skunk Scott? Is the question. So he does.
I think he can, but will he?
That's the question. He's just mad. Oh! Here we go. This could be it. 7-0 skunk. Oh, that was so close to scoring. No!
Oh, he skunks himself.
Skunks himself.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. It was a big game there for Sam. I mean, he really imposed his will that game, I think, the entire time. And he's got Scott off balance like he was in that, the first couple of games of that first set. Scott's got to kind of get that control back of the pace, slow it down. And I think, again, he's got to recenter himself where he can tell between the left quadrant and the right quadrant when he's on offense. But he has this tendency to drift it towards the middle every time instead of drifting it to, the corners. So I think he's got to reevaluate that a little bit. And then again, it starts with the drift. And then the other thing too, I think that gets him in trouble is when that drift's going a little too fast and he only has one thing he can do out of it, and Sam is all over it and actually charges and just gets the puck back really easily. Doesn't really have to defend them. So anyways, yeah, it's definitely an uphill battle for Scott, but if you look at it, it's 3-2. It's still anybody's set,
Yep.
I mean, every single 7-game set, somebody was up 3-2. So for the most part,
in those sets, who do you think's changed the most to give these scores?
Yeah, so to me, I guess the inability of Sam to control the pace in every game has been the biggest difference. So like the last couple games, Sam has been extremely focused on that pace and being very, I guess, crisp with his shots, good hard shots, bringing it up, not much playing around, just forcing his will, just like that, cross straight. So doing that has made a world of difference versus kind of when, the games were kind of either way, he was kind of going up, taking his time, hitting, a specific shot and not necessarily imposing his will with a really good hard shot.
Uh-oh.
What did you do?
I think someone knocked the camera.
They're up in the ceiling.
Well, there's wires going around everywhere.
Oh, is that Sam's kicking cameras?
All right. That 2-1, is that right?
Yep, 2-1.
Okay. There's a cross straight again, looked like, from Sam.
Oh, another
Beautiful
cross
by
cut.
Scott.
Sam,
Yeah,
not very pleased with that.
I love seeing a cross by a lefty.
Goes
However, I
around.
don't like defending
Here
it.
we go. That's more what we were used to seeing in the first 3 games.
It's neck and neck. Beautiful.
Another cross, tie it 3-3. Middle of the table.
Wow, that was fast.
Off straight.
Scott is just confused on how that keeps on going over him.
Yeah, he's really overthinking the straights.
What was
If he just
that
sat there-
shot?
I wonder if it could be explained to him in like the context of martial arts. How you feel what to do.
Was that like 5 crosses in a row he's just doing here?
I think
it's a lot. That's
if
for
it's
sure.
working, and then there's the
The
right wall.
cross right wall under
4.
combo. Tries the future shot. Tries it again. Hits that cut.
Transition.
Yeah, transition
There's a
cuts.
final ruthless replay.
You have to take the set, go up 2-0 by Sam. Sam, that last game, it looked like, hey, you know what, Scott could possibly, come back and make a set out of this. But man, Sam, for the most part, really took control those last 3 games of the set. So very, very good dominant performance. Outscored his opponent. Was that 21-6 in those last 3 games? So yeah, I'd say that's a little message maybe he sent to Scott there.
Okay, we're gonna start with Sam, and then we'll go on to
Scotty.
All right, Sam.
How's it going?
How you doing there, sir? You're up 2-0.
I'm
What's
feeling
going on
better.
in your head?
Don't think about it. Just play, have fun, play your game.
Okay. Good. Yeah, I'd say the last 3 games there, right? First 2 games, he literally outscored you by a point, and he's up 2-1 in the first 3 games. The last 3 games of that set, you outscored him 21-6. So, what changed? What did you do different?
Change the music.
It's the music, huh?
I went from white girl music to like hardcore country rock.
Okay. You said white girl music? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
first?
so like
I don't even know what that
Like
is.
Taylor Swift.
like Taylor Swift and
Ariana Grande.
yeah, like Ariana Grande, just like your basic like middle school girl music.
Do you know what your daughter listens to, or do you have a daughter?
I have 2 daughters. And,
Yeah, do you know what they listen
yeah.
to? It's just kind of that music. Yeah.
I've probably bought more music than I know. I just put it that way. But yeah, I try not to listen to the stuff they listen to. I'm more of 70s rock kind of guy myself.
Okay.
But anyways, but yeah, man. So to me, right? You imposed your will those last 3 games.
Yep.
You actually attacked. You did it. You did what I told you to do from the first game, right? But you waited 3 games to do it, and then you started doing it in the 4th game.
Gotta show
again,
the people more air hockey. No.
And trust me, I deep down, I don't want you to necessarily dominate, but I want you to play at a high level and get pushed, right? So it's not your fault if you're playing at a high level and your opponent doesn't push you back, right? But you've got to play at a high level, because again, you create really bad habits. And I know that you feel like you can turn it on any moment, this and that, but in reality of it, you really can't. It's these muscle memories that you develop in these moments that will help you in the biggest matches you're going to have coming forward in your life. And I can't express that enough. So you got to play every single point like it's the world championship point. And if you do that, then you're going to create such a good habit, or such good habits. You're going to be playing at a super high level by the time the worlds come around. Okay, but if you I think you had a moment there that it's like every puck was flubbing off your mouth and going in the goal, and
That was just
but very weird.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you just weren't seeing the spin off the rail or what, but it was odd.
All I had to do was just, that game's over. You can't do anything about that.
Yep.
Game's over. Pass is a pass. Can't do anything about it. Let it be. Let it be.
Absolutely. Well, good. Yeah, look, just again, for you, right, you got one more set you need to win to take this match, right? So again, you've got to come out with like, I'm going to send a message, right, on every single possession. I'm going to do what I did the last 3 games, but I'm going to do it 4 games in a row.
At the start of the set.
Right?
Yep.
At the start of the set. No lethargic, nothing that, you don't want there to be any doubt, right? That you're playing at a high level, right? You don't want there to, because again, other players are watching this and they're going to be like, oh, no, Sam, he's not consistent. If he starts playing at a high level, I just got to weather the storm, and then he'll start messing up and scoring on himself, and his confidence will go down. Screw all that, right?
Yeah.
You've got to have the mindset, and every single possession is that world championship possession, and you got to go in there with intensity, and you got to go in there and play strong. And Scott's going to be better for it, and so will you.
Yeah.
If that's how you play, and he's gonna get the same thing. When I talk to him, he's got to up his level, and he's got to be more consistent in his attacks and really try to push your defense, because at moments he was doing that, but it's just too far and few between. But like I said, we'll talk about it, and I'm sure you'll go back and watch the video and hear the things I told him and stuff, which is all fun.
Okay. I want to give Scott some time to talk with him.
Absolutely, man. Good luck.
Hey, thank you. Hey, Spec.
What?
You suck.
Challenge me right now.
I don't need a challenge. I'm higher ranked than you.
I can change that right now. I can change that right now.
You challenge me. Fly out to Indiana. Hey, Scott.
I'm not flying out to Indiana. That plane ticket's like $500.
Hey, so if there's any players in Indiana, you got Sam coming your way, so you guys can go after him.
All right, we got Scott here.
All right. Hey, Scott.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, look, you started off really good, right? You had two big wins, right? 3 games in a row, 7-6. Could have went either way.
Yep.
Right? And you were up 2-1, and then all of a sudden something happened, right? And I'd say like probably the quickest thing, right? Two things, because I don't want to give you too much because you overthink things, and then you don't just kind of let loose and play, right?
Right.
So number one, get set on defense, right? Quick. The second that leaves your mallet, think that he's gonna score on me somehow, really super quick.
Yep.
He's getting you where you're not set defensively a lot.
Okay.
And so he's taking advantage of that. So get set on defense and get ready to defend it. Focus on where that position of where he's hitting that puck from, right?
Yeah.
And do that quick. The only other thing is, again, to kind of beat that dead horse, right?
Yep.
When you hit in the middle of the table, in that little zone in the middle,
right,
you're not as effective, and you're still kind of doing it every now and then, right?
You got to move it at least a little bit more to each side. That's what Matt was saying, basically, to where it's not too much what I'm not used to or whatever. Just enough to make the difference, though.
Yes, yeah. So try to focus on those zones, that right and left zone, and again, hit it with authority, man. Hit it with confidence. Just let it go. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, in this match right here.
Yep.
And you're not out of it, because I recall there was a time you two played and you were in the position he's in, and he came back and beat you.
Yep.
So if anything, that should light a little fire, down deep, right? So you can really understand it. That happened. It happened to you. It can happen to him.
True. That's the idea.
So dig deep right now and just give it everything you got, man. And this is growth for both you guys, and both you guys are going to be better from this experience. I have no doubts.
Very good. It's really nice seeing him at his best. He's a really good player. I noticed with me, when it comes to stuff like this, I have to just stick with what I trust in terms of not trying to try anything new, because every challenge match without fail, when I start focusing too much on the new stuff I've been trying that works at the arcade, it doesn't work anywhere near as well here during the challenge matches. Yeah. So I need to stick with way more basic, and that way I can at least get more reliable amounts of points, even if some of them miss. That's kind of my philosophy at the moment. So yeah,
absolutely. And I don't disagree with you. Like I said, just try to get it where it's not dead center, because that's where he's more effective at blocking your attacks, right?
Yep.
So that, and just like I said, just get set as quick as you can defensively, and man, just let it go, dude. Just play with.
I've got to treat it as if the points don't count if I do them from the center. That's how I psychologically have to look at it. It's like you have to. The points will only count if you do them not center. There you go. That's how I have to do it in my head.
Yeah,
to force myself to do it.
We're all a little psychotic for playing this sport as it is. So whatever you got to do, man, to make it happen.
There's so much technicalities. It's insane, man. It's just one thing at a time.
It is.
All right.
Awesome. Good luck.
Thanks,
Scott.
man. I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate the encouragement.
Hey, you don't talk like you're done. Come on.
No, I'm not talking like I'm done. I appreciate the encouragement.
Go, brother. Come on.
We're gonna do this. All right. Thanks everybody. Let's rock.
There you go. Yeah. All right. That's what we all needed to hear, right, Spec?
Yep, encouragement.
Absolutely. Yeah, and there's so many positive things I see about Scott's game, and he's right. Like when you get so much information in these kind of situations, it's information overload, and you almost completely go away from the things that actually do work and got you there. And whenever I give advice and whatnot, I really should kind of started off by saying, look, take these words and make them yours, make them into, incorporate them into your game as you see fit. And, it works for some people it doesn't, but it doesn't mean that anything's right or wrong. It's just, people have to realize, how to best use that experience, for their own game, so they can do the best. That obviously have success on the table.
Yeah, and Ray Nugent said in the video where Billy talks about the cross and left wall under, he mentioned hitting the puck around where you're in line with the post of the goal. What do you think about that as a starting point?
Yeah. So, when Billy's talking about that, I mean, for him, he's absolutely spot on. I mean, and in fact, when I think of like cross straight, left wall under, attack, those two complementary shots.
How'd that go?
He's kind of the model for that. We called Billy Stubbs, his nickname is the Machine, because he did such a good job of doing exactly that. And there's video that he's done showing that release where you almost can't tell. You can't tell the difference from the release. You can't tell the difference from where he's hitting it from. It's purely just you have to react, and that's it. And when you have an offense that is that precise and that deceptive, that's all you can ask for, And Billy's definitely the model to watch. So if anybody,
this is Billy Stubbs.
If anybody wants to watch, how to hit a cross straight left wall under attack consistently, definitely watch some Billy Stubbs video.
Okay, here we go. Set 3.
First possession goes to Sam.
And I would say the opposite of that. So the cut right wall under attack, I'd say watch Tim Wiseman.
There we go.
That sounds better. Now I get some nice little click clacks.
Hey, got away from both of them. Interesting. Looks like Sam's questioning whether he was over the line or something. I'm not sure.
I think he did say he was over, and it goes to him, right? Okay. Well.
Huh.
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
Ray Nugent is really liking the feature shot. He thinks it's a good way to incentivize people to hit it. All right.
Oh,
left
wow.
wall over.
Beautiful.
From the right quadrant.
And he finishes the block. Came back a couple times to go back into his goal, but he wouldn't let it.
So close.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Goodness.
Stealth all the way into his goal.
Yeah, unfortunate that took place. But, look, you see the difference, though, when he's hitting those from kind of the right or left of center. It's putting more pressure on Sam's defense. And again, that's all you can do offensively. That's all you can ask for. If you're not putting any pressure on your opponent, then you're just feeding into their game.
Well, and it's wasted energy for you.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was nice.
Right wall over
a little bit,
for Sam.
a little bit right of the center, and it goes right in.
Good release and good speed of shot.
He
held that release just a minute and hit it hard. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Nice transition.
Look at that.
Scott's in the zone now. Or is Sam in the zone?
There's that cross.
That's great.
Scott picking out where he should be defending. Another fast right wall under.
There's just a small. It looks like it's just a small adjustment from where he was hitting it before, but
Scott's
such a big difference.
On a roll right now. 5-2.
That's crazy what just a small adjustment will do for your game.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
completely.
Forced error.
The best adjustments, nobody even notices. And it's so small that people don't even realize it except the person that's probably done it. There may be a few that actually say, oh, wait, you just did this. Yeah.
It bounced around that goal like 3 times and it still did not go in. Sam smashes a right wall under him. Another
Nice
right wall over. That's
over.
5 right wall overs for Scott. Man, if this was the future shot, he'd be like reveling in those points right now.
In the money. Yeah, those are those short right wall overs that are so devastating because they're so fast. Because they're close to the line.
Another cross.
Got to defend.
Yeah.
Got to defend.
Well, he has one more possession.
I'm liking the speed of shots by both players in this game. So they're both hitting it with, authority. They're hitting it hard.
Okay, we need some setup.
Tries to do that right wall over again. Sam with a nice setup. Does not hit anything, unfortunately.
Bunch of air. That's what he hits.
Scott is just
he's-
hounding that right wall over. Oh, and
Game
there's
point,
that.
game point. It gets in the
Snuck
right
it
wall
in.
under.
The right wall
Snug it
under.
in.
1-0, Scott.
But he just brought. If you see the change in his game, his adjustment was just bringing it a few inches away from where he was hitting it initially, and now suddenly things are going in for him.
Yeah, I think he's hitting with more authority on top of that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, and he's holding that release just a little bit as well. Again, putting more pressure on Sam, and that's what you've got to do. You've got to figure out how to put pressure on your opponent's defense. No different than what Sam was doing. When he went on that 21-6 roll in the last 3 games of the last set. I mean, he just started really welling in on Scott, and when he did that, Scott's offense got kind of stale and really just kind of played into the entire thing. So you have to kind of be conscious of like, hey, all of a sudden I got somebody that's rolling on me and they're starting to score. Well, number one, you got to fix the defense, right? But number two, you got to match their intensity with your own offense to keep yourself in that game.
Well, and to be fair, the first 3 games of the last set were 7-6, 7-6, 7-6.
Yes, they were. Absolutely. Yes. So, and like I said, it's the first 3 games were great, but like I said, Scott really had it handed to him in those last 3 games of that set. So like I said, we'll see what happens. Hopefully Scott can, continue this momentum and make a match out of this because, nobody wants to. I know these guys want to continue to play. Maybe not Sam. He probably wants to be done. But I think the rest of the guys would love to see more air hockey.
Yeah. Ray's asking, Danny, do you have a blog / treasure trove of info like Billy's? ?
No, I don't. So, when Billy was doing that, I guess I was just, busy with kids and all that kind of fun stuff. But I've always done a lot more of mentoring and coaching, kind of one-on-one with players. Only now, am I actually getting on video and commentating. I guess I'm finally getting with the times to some degree. But no, I don't think I have anything quite like that. So, is there somebody else asking if we answered a question?
Yeah, that was the alphabet.
Oh,
Sam gets first
point.
blood.
First blood
Right.
for Sam.
I like the intensity on that first. Oh, look at that!
Second
Nice
blood.
cross. That was very well hit because Sam didn't really even move that much.
I wonder if he
So
had
I
the
guess
wrong
Sam-
song playing.
Yeah, I realize now that he's literally changing. He's changing this song. I thought he was texting his fan base or something. I don't know.
Speaking of fan base, I was like looking at Brandon DeMaro's TikTok, and I didn't realize he had so many fans. There's like 4,000, almost 5,000 people following him.
Yeah,
Couldn't believe it.
he told me something about that a few years ago when I first met him. I think it was on Instagram or something. I don't even know. And again, I don't really know much about all the social media stuff for the most part. I do the Facebook thing, and that's about it. But as my kids say, that's the old man's app. Which I can't argue with them. And to me, it's just easier to use and whatnot. And
Strong
Instagram, I
right
don't
wall.
understand it.
Sam is just
But that was
slamming
a strong
shots
right
in.
wall.
And also
Followed by a
Scott.
nice up all over. But yeah, I'm not quite into all the other social media stuff. I rarely post anything or anything along those lines for the I know I've created some groups and whatnot for air hockey, but that was more of a just a way for players to come together.
Yeah, I think Ray's looking for a one-stop shop because he doesn't want to go looking for something in 20 places.
Hey, if Ray wants to put together like a wealth of or a collection of great information and data and whatnot, little things that help him, that people will love it. All right.
Oh,
Wow, on a serve.
Game
Oh,
point Sam all of a sudden,
yeah.
6-3.
Serve's gonna get Scott a lot. I use the some serve on him, and it usually gets him.
Is it because he's not set? Or
I don't think he's ready for the serve. Because he knows my game. I usually put the puck
good
down. I put the puck down and let it sit for a while. But he doesn't really expect a serve from me. Ray already has a collection, Danny. You just have to pay his small fee of $10,000.
And Sam gets the last shot.
Oh. All right, one
Here's
game
the
apiece now. So
ruthless
Sam kind of
replay.
stepped up his intensity, I think, a little bit that game, and it showed. As for the $10,000 for Ray, that's per month. Yeah, I wish I could afford that, but I cannot. Air hockey didn't pay quite that good back in the day. Maybe you guys now in the future can change that, but
Well,
for the
then you
old
gotta
champ,
account
didn't
for
pay that.
inflation. Because that $10,000
Oh,
will be
man.
$20,000.
Yeah, we won't talk about inflation.
Mm.
All right, let's see here. So did
Crystals.
we ever get what the other
She hasn't asked
question
yet.
was from the alphabet person?
Not, she hasn't asked it yet.
There has been no
Oh,
question.
okay.
Crystal asks, how can a phone be legal?
I think if anything, it's a bigger distraction to the person using the phone than the person across the table. Sounds like they're ready.
Oh, we have
Yeah.
15 seconds.
I
Yeah,
think
I would agree.
Sam is going to try to push the tempo here on Scott, so hopefully Scott doesn't let him push the tempo.
Yeah, Scott's got to control that tempo for his advantage. I mean, he really has to. Sam feeds off that tempo. If you can slow him down, then again, his shots aren't nearly as accurate. You saw that last game. He controlled that tempo. He kept attacking. His shots were a lot more accurate. That muscle memory for him kicks in, and that's again so key, and it's so important in this sport.
Yeah, Sam is feeling those shots. He's just making them because he's done them 100 times, and it just feels right.
Yep. He doesn't have to think about it.
I
He
think
just lets it go.
Scott is just thinking about, what am I going to do right now? What am I going to do next? What's going to defeat Sam's defense? Where, there's a time and a place for that, but then there's also a time and a place for just, I need to do this and just feel it.
Yeah. 1-1. 2 left all overs by each player.
There we go.
Little forehand left wall over attempt there.
A fix for that, Ray, is have it in your back pocket.
That was a little hustle transition point there from Sam. So he's up 2-1 now.
Left wall over.
2-2 after yeah, left wall. Yeah, left wall over.
Another cut.
Oh,
Cross cut.
He missed it, and then he hit it the very next shot. Or was it an off goal, and then he hit it?
The world may never know.
I know it was a miss, and then he hit it.
Was that a miss or an off goal?
You decide. Tell us in the comments.
There you go.
Oh.
Yep.
Whoa, what happened? What was that? We just time travel?
Maybe.
That was dangerous for Scott.
Yeah, you gotta
Scott
expect for
setting up
that
his
time
shot.
travel problem. You gotta make sure we charge the flux capacitor before every match.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't think we have enough plutonium for that.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh no! Gets him on the slow transition.
Huh.
What was he trying to
Not
say?
sure.
Did he hit it over?
He's
Not
trying
sure.
to say
Sam
hit
was
his
saying-
hand or something.
Yeah, he might have said that and told him it didn't count, but who knows? So it's either 3-3 or 4-3, Sam.
Well, the ref is counting him, so
Okay.
okay. I guess that's where it is. 3-4. It must have touched Sam as he was extending his arm to hit it into the goal. So good sportsmanship. Scott gets the good.
Scott says, finally. That was an interesting serve.
Tied up at 4-4.
Ooh, cross
Oh,
again.
that sneaky
great.
cross.
All right. Pretty big point right here. Pretty big possession for Scott.
Oh, I think he rushed it.
Yeah.
Not a
he
lot
did.
of setup and.
See, for me, I like to play slow and then sting hard. I do the slowest drift ever and then just slam that right in.
Oh, goodness. Frustrating there.
So it's now 4-6. Tables off. He's resetting.
4-6. Good thing I didn't hit the button.
Yeah.
I was like,
Specs play so slow that it just makes sure
Ooh,
people
nice.
fall asleep.
oh man,
Yeah,
that hit
a
the
little
photon
unforced
table.
error.
behind
That's
them.
going to give Scott the puck and a chance to tie this.
Here we go, 5-6.
Again, can't rush that.
Sam is rushing pretty hard right
He
now.
wants to end it
You can't end
at
perfection.
that point. Now it's
Nice
game
pass.
point, game point.
6 on that left wall over. Oh!
Oh, and he goes in off the double bank. Here's a ruthless replay.
Boom. Right off the mallet, hits that
Yeah.
right wall and then goes under.
So no reason to charge there. You know, and that got him in trouble. He was off just a little bit with that charge, or maybe a little early, and kind of passed the trajectory, and it ended off hitting the side of
Well, yeah,
the
but
mallet.
not only was he charging, but he was hanging out in space just to let Scott do the minute correction he needed to go around his mallet.
Yeah. Well, I think I see the what are right wall overs is the question. So a right wall over, so it's gonna be hard for me to kind of show this on the screen here, but it basically we center our defense, and I'm gonna just kind of hold up my arm like this, try to do this. So we center our defense, and we try to kind of make a pyramid type, way to defend banks. So if it's coming on this side, we come on this, we come down to the right side of the goal, trying to block the right wall banks. If it actually beats you getting back down there. That's an under the mallet. So it actually goes under my mallet and into the goal. And over the mallet is when you actually are pulling back, but the puck typically is hit a little bit slower, bounces off the rail, but goes over the mallet onto the other side of the goal. So that's what a right wall over and a right wall under are. And that kind of makes it very difficult. If it was just a bank and, you know, being able to come back one time blocks any bank, that would be a lot easier game. But this is a little more difficult.
Okay.
I hope that was a decent explanation, because it's hard to do it without, you know, really showing you a diagram in it.
She may have just been asking what the acronym was, but I think that oops, that's not what I wanted to do. But I think that was a good explanation. And Sam scores on himself. First blood by Scott by accident.
Yep.
That was over.
That was over.
That was over.
Ref does not catch it.
I think it was really over.
Ray just trying to cause a problem.
Ray is in favor of Sam because he's being paid.
I hope Scott's been drinking. His face is pretty red right now.
Has all that blood rushing up to his head. You can see how calm Sam's face is. Wiping some sweat off.
It's all porcelain. And then Scott's got all the
slow
color.
Drift hits the left wall under.
For the point.
Timeout.
That's a good timeout call by Sam. You know, going down 0-2 in this game after Scott took that third game to go up 2-1. That's a good timeout. I don't know if he did it just to change the song or what, but my personal opinion is I think Sam needs to learn to play without music and not focus on the songs and focus on what's actually going on the table.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, to be honest, you know, in air hockey, you want to have a rhythm to your game, but you don't want to be a rhythm player where you rely on the rhythm.
I'm a rhythm player.
Right?
You're
yeah,
like
I mean...
You have a
rhythm
Guinness
player.
stuff, right?
No, I don't have world records, Matt. That's just Nathan hyping me up.
Oh, I believed it. Nice strong
That's a
right
nice
wall.
wobble under there.
That was some good pump fakes from Sam. Oh, another one. Another left wall under.
Left wall under.
It seems that Ray's dream is coming true. Scott is farming those left wall unders. And, oh, no. Unforced error. Did he miss a right wall over? And then... Oh, it was deflected by Sam. China's a
good block there.
Going back into his central lane where he's hitting shots from, where he does not want to be, I think.
Good save. That one almost got away from him. So one thing for Scott to kind of work on, you know, when he's playing, you know, with his right hand, and he comes up there and he's really close to that right rail. About 99% of the time, every time he banks it, it goes over. He needs to learn how to hit a good, consistent right wall under from that exact same spot.
Over from Sam. And Ray Nugent said it was not over the line. It was just barely touching.
All right, send a picture.
I'll cost you $10,000.
I'll send it to your relay.
We don't even have that much money.
3, Sam. Let's see if he can stay on the attack here. And
that was nice.
Very nice cross. Yeah, taking his time.
So, Crystal, if you can see on the top of our scoreboard, there's some bars and dots. So the dots represent the sets, and the bars represent the games. And you can see who is in the lead from the amount of bars they have that turn white. Another right wall over.
Son, we're tied up at 5-5.
Oh, Ray Nugent sent me a photo courtesy of himself.
Yeah?
It looks like it was just touching.
But he hasn't hit it yet.
Yeah, he didn't even hit it yet, so
So it's definitely over.
he was like,
Thank you for
halfway.
confirming, Ray.
Ray's just playing into the game. All right, 5-5. We're tied up, and Scott hits it down the middle again. Good start to a great game. A good charge, and then the right wall under. Brian was on the way back. Whatever you say.
It's okay. It's in the past now. Nothing we can change about it.
Yeah. 6-5. Can Sam close this out for the second game? Oh, loses his mallet. Loses control. A right wall over. Serves it, but then Scott was ready for the serve.
Scott slowing it way down. Tries to punch the puck.
Punches it to the left wall under.
Keeps control.
Come on, Scott. You got this. The right quadrant. Tries to go for the cross.
A weak shot to the mallet.
Here, this might end
Let's
it.
see if Sam goes back to his cross.
That's where it's going, I think.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Gerbed right at the end. Here's the ruthless replay.
The ruthless stuff. Boom.
Gerbed. Just like he's eating baby food. Sam fed it to him.
So 2 games apiece with that charge, to
2-2.
take that game. That's pretty huge, gutsy charge there. But I'd say in transition, I think Sam feels very comfortable charging Scott in those kind of moments because the puck seems to be getting away from him, and I think Scott has yet to kind of prove that he can get up there quick enough and actually hit those banks. But most of the time when he's going out there after those pucks, or those pucks that are getting away from him, he hits a straight shot. So I think Sam, like I said, felt it was a very easy decision for him to make that charge, and it paid off.
That was
Which
really nice.
you won't hear me say too often. I'm not a big proponent of charging. However, at times, it definitely works. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people are disease-ridden with some kind of charging sickness.
Yes, there's no doubt. Charging can definitely be one of the cardinal sins of air hockey, and you do it too much. We call it that charging disease. And there are some players that have a really, really great tendency of reading the lanes and being able to charge those lanes to attack an offense and be very effective in doing that. One player that kind of comes to mind, several of the Venezuelan players actually. Jose Mora was by far, I think, the best at it. He's a 3-time world champion from Venezuela, and Jose would play back against the goal for most of his defense, and he would come out and really attack those lanes, and it was almost impossible to hit a straight shot on him, even though he was playing so far back, because he was so quick. He'd actually come out and charge those shots just about every time. So he would do that, and he'd also charge the rails on banks, which made it deceptively very difficult to score those bank shots on as well.
And starting this game off, Sam scores the hard straight. It's a cut.
That's what you want to do. That's what you want to see. 7-6, 7-6, 7-6.
Yes.
There it is. The left wall under. Josiah made a mistake pressing the timeout button. Oh, nice forehand.
Yeah, transition.
That's watch that
Looked like it
again.
actually is forehand. Yeah, it went
cut.
cross.
Forehand cross. Dude,
Yeah.
I love doing the forehand cross. It's just so satisfying to hit.
That was a very good left wall over that Scott just hit.
I thought it was good.
There's been a lot of great shots this first game. Well, fifth game. 4 points, and all of them have been great shots so far. There it is.
Nice cross straight. And that's Scott there losing his discipline defensively. Pulls right back and opens it up.
You can see he still pulls back a lot. I mean, I pull back too, but not to the extent as Scott does.
Oof.
1 and 5. Can Sam make this 1 and 6? And he does with the cut.
Yeah. Okay.
He is.
One more point, and Sam will have a possible match game.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
Scott, in a great show of sportsmanship, just gives it away. Sam just gives it right back to him.
He needs to give it to the little guy. Oh, there it is.
7-1.
7-1.
That was a very dominant game. Sam pulls back and then smashes that left wall under him.
It seemed like Sam was vibing to whatever he was listening to, sucking on his sunflower seeds.
Does he listen to dance music this time?
I don't know. Whatever he was listening to, it was working for him.
Goodness. Yeah, I don't know. He may discover rigor mortis by a split second and really start playing with aggression. I don't know if you guys know that one, but that's an old school club music song from back in the day, the 80s.
Good Lord.
But
where are you from?
Yeah, you know,
sir?
Where are you from?
Rigor mortis.
You never heard that?
I haven't even
heard that song.
I haven't even heard that spoken in probably 2 decades.
Yeah, it's an old song. You can look it up. But anyways,
Is Google even that old?
You know, Sam, what's that?
Is Google even that old to find that?
Oh no, you'd see it. You see it.
Google find anything.
You probably recognize it. It's probably been played,
Millions of
these days.
times.
Anyways, more importantly, Sam has later in these sets has just all of a sudden flipped some switch and totally controls, a game. So I don't know what he's doing that's so different from what he's trying to do in those first few games. But it's either it's a close game where it can go either way, or Sam just kind of turns on this crazy pace where he's just attack and actually dominates the game. So
that's what I was asking last set.
Match game right here.
That's what I was asking last set because it was the same story last set. 7-6, 7-6, 7-6, and then something changed, and then it was just blowout.
Scott opens up with the left wall over, and then Sam smashes the cut in, making this 1-1.
Such a descriptive word.
Did Josiah not hit anything? I'll do my job. Oh, there's that 1-2 from Sam. I've been waiting to see that for a long while.
The score was...
Yep.
Nice shot. Good shot by Scott.
Did he do the...
Again, setting it up from the right spot.
Nice, strong right wall. Look at that.
Yep, answered by Sam. 3-2, good block by Sam.
Sam's just
Great block by
shooting
Scott.
some strong shots this game.
He has to.
Nice block.
Scott's blocking a lot. Sam has to make these shots strong, fast, and accurate to make him go in.
Left ball over, tying this game up.
Yep, Scott's hitting that left ball over very well. I would like him to feature that shot a lot more. But again, he's got to get that good complementary shots from that exact same spot.
Omoog has joined the chat.
Man, Umuk kicked my butt on Sunday.
You were there on Sunday? I didn't even see you.
At the end. Timeout call from Scott. Oh, come on, Ray. Don't say that. Now he's gonna come challenge me.
It's he just passed me. He has nothing to gain from challenging me anymore. It's a spec now.
All right. Huge points from this point on. 3-3.
3-3. And a left wall under.
Yep.
Gets got the lead for now.
Right as I was just trying to change the camera angle, he hit that shot.
Good control. Don't rush it, though.
Oh, come on, Scott. Control. Bring it up. Oh, no.
Nice transition by Sam.
Sam said rejected.
See, that's why I don't do the overs. You can just have that happen.
4-4.
Well, Ray, if you want that to happen, you gotta pay for my ticket. Or
Yeah.
you can let me crash at your house for a weekend.
Ray's got bank. I mean, he's collecting thousands and thousands of dollars
For
on a
pictures.
daily
Tens
basis.
of thousands of dollars, you mean?
Yes.
For just some simple pictures. Now that right there is what I call a good hustle.
We're in lower tax brackets, Ray.
Monthly. He says monthly.
5-4.
Very close to ending this whole set. The
It is
right
now
wall under
match
smashed it.
point.
Timeout. Oh, wait.
Oh, his voice squeaked.
Timeout. Time in. Oh, come on. This is for all the marbles. Scott needs to save the left wall
That
over.
left wall over. Very
Just
strong.
2 more points of that, and you can win this game and get this weight off your shoulders. And he tries to do it again, but good block from Sam.
For now.
For now, he's trying the right wall over this time. Switching back to the left wall over, maybe. No, let's cut.
Nice.
It's now
Cross.
match
great.
point to game point.
Can. Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness.
man.
This is tense.
Good block. Good block.
Sam has been
Here we go.
rushing every
Here
one
we
of his
go.
shots here.
The right wall over.
Sam wants it to be
Trying-
over. Scott says not yet.
Trying for that cross again. It almost works. Off goal maybe? Or was it a cut? See, I don't even want to change the camera angles because anything could happen right now.
Good block. Scott takes control.
Oh,
He was
tries the
he was
left wall
trying to left
under.
wall over there. Good shot selection.
Yep.
Didn't execute.
Another right wall over attempt from Scott. Sam is just
Good block.
Random forehand. You do not want to do a forehand at this point.
Oh, too soft.
Sam just trying for that cut.
Oh, Scott almost got that straight right there.
Come on, Scott. The right wall over was there.
Oh my goodness.
This is such a great game.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh, there it is. The
the
match
ball
point.
over for the match.
I
Intense last point
pressed
there.
the wrong button. But I got the replay. Left wall over closes out this whole challenge match.
Wow. That was a great game right there. All right.
Well, Sam did what he needed to do there. He ended up winning 3-0. Hats off to Scott. I think he definitely played better as the match progressed. I would have loved to him, doing that from the very beginning, playing at that level. I think he learned something about his game, and I think he's just going to be that much better for it. So definitely looking forward to more air hockey from both these guys. We'll see if Sam can maintain his level, if not get better, hanging out with some of the Illinois guys, and hopefully building up a little player base in Indiana. They've got basketball in Indiana. They've got racing. I think Indy and they have NASCAR Indianapolis? I'm sure they do. But definitely be great, to build up a player base there as well.
Here's Sam to get showered accolades upon. No. Big game.
Hello?
All right, Sam, you took care of business there, sir.
Not the way I wanted it to. I wanted to just finish it out, not lose a game. But Scott played a really good game, so I'm proud of him.
Yes, he did, and that's kind of what I think everyone really wanted, because Scott raised his level, and that's exactly what you need, because it made you play better, to be quite honest. Because if he would have kind of allowed you to just kind of keep wailing on you with those same, that same cross straight, hitting in a few banks here and there, without really pushing you at all, then you wouldn't have gained much from it. But now I think, this experience helps you, where you actually kind of learned a little bit more about your game, and that only happens when adversity, takes place, right? So, great job. There were times that you were imposing your will, and it seemed like Scott couldn't do anything about it, right? And then there were other times where he was imposing his will when it came to the pace, and those games were competitive. You weren't getting blown out. I don't think you got blown out the entire time, but each of those games were very competitive, and I think, geez, let's see here. Did every game that he win, did it end up being 7-6?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you literally, in the games you played, you scored about as much as you could possibly score, and still lose that many games. So the offense was there. That's good.
Thank you.
It's a good job.
Thank you.
So yeah, what's the advice that you would give Scott after now playing him in these 3 sets?
Puck control, I think, is his biggest problem. He gave me a lot of pucks. There was just a lot of quick little pucks, and some of his shots are telegraphed. Like
all of them.
Pretty much all of a bunch. Not all of them. He has some really good shots. Don't.
Yeah, but if you look at him hard enough, you just know where it's gonna go.
Really?
No.
I mean, I play with him a lot, so I know where everything's going.
No, I don't think he every single shot is telegraphed. No, a good chunk of them are, but he has some really good shots. Like you can't tell if he's gonna do a right wall under or a right wall over when he's up against that wall. Like you can't tell.
Or a cut.
You can tell when he goes for that cross cut.
Oh yeah.
That when he's in that spot, you can see, but not all the times. I want to read the chat really quick, see what a couple people are saying. I see Ray's starstruck. I'm starstruck from you, Ray. I'm starstruck from you, man.
Are you gonna challenge Ray when you're in Indiana?
Maybe. If I have time to before state, Worlds or NC State. I might do it at NC State. 19th to the 20th, right? Danny, do you know NC State?
Ray, when's the NC State, Ray? I know they mentioned it to me, but my memory is never that great these days. Let's see if I can pull it up really quick here.
June 6th, he says.
June 6th.
They posted it somewhere.
Yeah, probably in the forum.
Anything specific you notice in my game, Danny, or no?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think you got to develop more consistency offensively. You did rush a lot on a lot of your shots, especially at key moments, which just helps your opponent. Holding your releases more so. And I think you got to realize that a little bit about yourself. Like when those pressure moments come, am I holding my release or am I rushing it, right? And tonight,
I was
there was definitely some moments that
June
you held
7th
that
at
release.
He said,
But I think like in the high pressure moments, I think you rushed way too much.
yeah,
And when you do that, all you're doing is giving up possession for the most part, right?
yeah.
And Scott took advantage of that on several occasions. So that's something that you definitely need to think about, be conscious of, and again, building up that muscle memory to overcome that, right? So practice like you're going to play in the World Championship, every single possession, right? And again, building that up will help you. But the only way to do it is, again, is starting those good habits from the next time you're on the table. And they're not gonna dissipate overnight. They're not gonna go away 100%, but over time, they will. And before you know it, I mean, you're gonna be, competing with Colin and Vince and Weissman and Munoz and all those amazing players on the table, and that youngster there, Joey Liss in North Carolina, he's pretty dang good.
Yeah, he is.
And,
Yeah, he is.
All those guys, actually. I love watching them play. But yeah, man, so just keep doing that. Keep focusing on, your game, what you got to do to get to the next level, And again, whatever advice you might get, right, figure out how that advice is going to best suit your game and what you're trying to present on the table. Because if you don't believe in it, right, it's going to show on the table you don't believe it.
Yeah.
So you got to make it yours and figure out how to best implement lessons that others have learned into your game, right? And that's all you can do.
Okay.
So yeah, look, high ceiling, man. You just got to keep pushing yourself. We got a lot of young talent, and you're definitely one of them. I'm looking forward to shoot. I can't wait for another 5 years and see what little Josiah is going to be doing. Man, that kid
He's a beast.
He's a beast. Yeah,
He's a beast.
I loved watching him play a month ago, or however long it's been now.
Man, he was my warm-up game today.
I saw that.
That was
I
fun.
saw that. Yeah.
So how many points did I end up winning from that, Skeg?
What?
How many points did I get?
You got 100.
100? How many left wall unders did I shoot?
7.
7?
3 final shot, 4 singles.
I feel like the very first set, or at least the first game, I shot a lot of left walls. But
it's fun that way. It's fun.
yeah, it was fun.
Is it Omug? Is that the
Omug.
gentleman's name?
Yeah.
Or Zachary.
Omug. Okay. I don't think I've met Omug. I don't recall, but
He was in.
he's asking a
last
question
week's
on your game, Sam. You said that he feels like you're using velocity of the puck for deception. And that actually, it's a great point. It's nothing that you're not missing at the boat or anything along that. It's definitely valid. In other words,
Yeah.
Deception. There's two ways of doing it, right? It's being so fast and so quick and setting up your shots that the defense doesn't have time to get set in the proper position. And then there's the way you're actually striking or releasing the puck itself to also increase in the deception. So like the cut action, right, can be a cut. It can be a cut straight, a cut cross. It can be a right wall, over or under, all from the exact same motion of the mallet striking the puck, right? The only thing that changes is the actual contact point for that split second on the puck itself and the mallet, right, where they hit. So all those little things have an effect on the deceptiveness. One thing that Sam's got to work on is the consistency of that, right? So to having that puck, he's gotten so much better. Like when I first, saw him play to where he is now. Like before, he was hitting shots kind of like from all over the table. He would hit like a right wall under from maybe in the middle, and his cut straight from a little left of center. But so depending on where the puck was at the time, he was basically telling you and telegraphing what shot he's going to hit. So one of the challenges that I made to him, and I'm sure several other players did, is you want to hit all those shots from the exact same spot position on the table, right? So that way you don't give any sort of a feel or any sort of read to your opponent, because a great defense is going to pick up on that stuff really quick, and they're going to say, oh, you know what, this guy, every time he's over here in the right quadrant and he hits a bank, it goes over the mouth, right? Or every time he's in the left side, it goes under. He can't hit it over from the left quadrant, but he can hit it over from the right quadrant. So he's giving it away by the position of the puck where he's striking it. So yes, all those things have an effect. But the key is, when you're on offense, is to be able to hit any shot and all the shots from any position on the table, but your attack needs to kind of show a good dominant shot as your kind of your showcase shot, and then work your other complementary shots all from the same type of release, the same position, same speeds of not just the drift, but the same speeds of the shot. And then you vary it up, right? You vary up the speed of the drift, you vary up the speed of the shot, you vary up the speed of the release. So all those things take place, and you throw in different releases as well. So all that, you know, again, will challenge a defense. And again, depending on who your opponent is, right, the amount of experience they have and their ability to rise to the occasion, all that plays a part. Scott, I don't know if you can hear me.
No, I'm about to give you the headset. But thank you, Danny, for commentating, and thank you for all the advice and all the support. And
Anytime,
all that fun
Sam.
stuff, so.
Hey, good luck to you, man, and look forward to hearing some good things, you know, from the Illinois guys about you.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Get to play them, and
3 more weeks.
You know, but listen, be a sponge, man. When you
that's
go
all
there,
I can do.
Be a sponge. Listen to those guys. They're so intelligent and they're so intuitive, and they will help you, you know, get to the next level and then some. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
All right. You too, man.
Awesome games, man. All right. Hey.
Got it?
What's up, dude?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. That was a wild ride going up against Sam at his, you know, his solid, good quality state. His, you know, against him at his best,
Look,
or whatever level that is for him.
I think if you would have played like you were at the end there, the first 2 sets, man, we'd still be doing this thing. I mean, you really, you did so much a better job, and I want you to go back and watch the video, you know, especially in that last set of, you know, trying to set up your offensive attacks either further in the left quadrant or the right quadrant, and it made his defense have to actually do more, right? You put him in a position, you know, that made him have to adjust, or you were going to score.
Yeah.
And when you started doing that, like, you became more crisp on offense. You were hitting with more authority.
Right.
And you could see it in the way you were playing, and you could just see it in everything. So it actually helped your defense a little bit too.
Cool.
Your energy level, you were starting to get some transition shots. It was great. It was awesome, man. So
nice.
You know, I think it's for you is finding that, right, and bottling it up.
Yep.
And then starting off game 1 doing that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I realized in terms of my head game, I have to, and I told this to Nathan yesterday too. It's like I've realized that I kind of have a saying for myself: 5-4, ignore the score. Because that one game, I'm really good. He had really good sportsmanship where I wouldn't have known that he had touched it with his hands unless he called it. I don't think Josiah would either. But I call it 5-4, ignore the score, because I did better significantly when the score was not a factor. I didn't even know what the points were. Like at that point, I was just, okay, it could be somewhere between 5, 7, and then I ended up winning that way. I was like, holy cow. But it was like, I have to do that every game, because if I think in my head 6-6, it always throws my game off. I noticed that. I get too intense, and that's my biggest flaw. So I told Nathan I'd rather be overly casual if I have to choose between the two than not, even if it messes my game up, because if I get too intense, it throws it off worse, I notice. That's why I have such a hard time finishing those 6-6s. So I was telling myself all day I want to get at least one 7-4 or something like this, right? but it was just it was like because it was like it's
Every
just
game
so
was
intense,
7-6, huh? You must be going for those elo points or whatever, because I think you don't get. You get so many after you get a 7-6 victory or something.
I wasn't getting, I was going for those here and there, but I wasn't like getting distracted by that. Those are just really easy shots to land because I play left-handed. But Sam was blocking a lot of them though. They're normally easy shots to get in, but yeah, it was great. And Scott Mamoog, thanks.
No doubt. Yeah, so I think the lesson for you there, right, is the score and the stage doesn't matter. It's just that possession, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Just the puck. So I think. And that's a great lesson for everybody. It's
right.
The only thing that matters is that puck.
Yep.
Opponent doesn't matter. Whether it's Colin Cummings or some old fat guy like me or something like that, right? It does not matter, right? Mm-hmm. You have to literally, focus on that puck and the position of the puck, and everything goes from there, right?
Yep.
Because if you're only looking at the puck, you're not going to get fooled.
Right. That's
right?
a good point.
If you're looking at everything that the guy's doing, he's doing some backflips before he makes a shot, or moves his arms all over the place, and hits the table and all this kind of stuff. Taunts, like what you guys like to say. Then you know what? The person throws you off.
Yep.
But it shouldn't matter if you're actually just looking at the puck.
Right.
None of that matters.
It's true.
And I think that's the lesson, and it's a very good lesson for everybody.
I might not see you before
And trust me, you're not the only one that struggles with that from time to time. A lot of players do. But look, man, overall, great job. Obviously,
Thanks, man.
you have a lot of growth. You have a lot of growth, right? And defensively, getting more stubborn,
Yep.
right? Staying out there, more disciplined,
right?
On defense.
Mm-hmm.
But man, the offense, like I said, if you become again more disciplined on offense, like you're going to set it up where you need to set it up where you are more effective.
Yeah.
And you're going to impose your will on your opponent. I think if you have that mindset, you're going to be that much more successful.
Right. Cool, man. I appreciate the pointers.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
I loved that last game. I was really trying to get that in and win that. It was like just back and forth. I was like, well, hey, whatever happens, at least we gave everybody a really good show. Everybody said they were on the edge of their seat the whole time. I was like, that's what hockey's about, and stuff like that.
Yes. You say that better. I mean, it really is. I mean, that's why everybody loves the 7-6 concept, because it's 6-6. Multiple possessions by both players going back and forth. Nobody knows who the heck's going to actually put it in, and
Yep.
you're just expecting this ridiculously amazing shot to go in because both players are just tuned up defensively,
right.
And nothing's going in. It's just a beautiful thing to watch, right?
That was crazy, man.
And then who knows what'll happen. I mean, I've seen everything from a stuff in the goal, to win it. I've seen, where somebody flubs it in. I've seen one where it actually a shot that actually went up in the air and went over the mallet and into the goal because it was fluttering in the air, and somehow on a 6-6 match point either way,
That's
it actually
crazy, man.
happened. It is crazy, and it just shows that anything can happen at that moment. So 6-6 is a beautiful thing. And yes, you didn't necessarily win it at the very end there, but you showed a lot of heart, man. So I think everybody's very proud of that.
Whenever Sam gives that loud yell at the end, you know for a fact that he's actually given it all he's got, because he doesn't do that unless he's really into it. That's always fun to hear.
And look, he's a great player. He's got a lot, a lot of high ceiling. A lot more he can improve on. But I mean, he's come a long ways in a short amount of time.
Well, so. I'm feeling very happy because I mean he's second best in the state for a reason. He's right head to head with Nathan Buss, and he's 60 something in the world, I guess he was saying, as far as he knows. So I mean that's one of the best players in the world.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So, it's exciting.
Hey, Spec is too. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to what all you guys are going to do. Hopefully we have all of y'all that can come down for the World Championship in August and
awesome
in the greater Houston area, and get as many players as y'all can, man, and y'all just bring it.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Awesome.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. One of my greatest memories is like my first World Championships in 1995. it seems so long when I say it like that, but I remember walking in there and I just seeing all these yellow shirts, and it seemed like it was like 30, 40 players just all wearing yellow shirts, and it was Venezuela.
Oh, cool.
And they had a huge showing, and I speak a little bit of Spanish, but nothing that is considered fluent by any means.
Yeah.
So I'm there and I'm trying to communicate with the likes of Jose Mora and Wadi and a lot of old players, Alejandro Pineda, and anyways, but just a lot of good, awesome players that I only had heard about. Just through a few of the players, the local players in the Houston area. And now I'm actually getting to play these guys, and man, it was intense. I mean, it was so intense because you got to keep in mind. I mean, some of those guys, they flew into a major city like Miami or something, and they took a bus all the way from Miami to Denver, Colorado, to play in a World Championships of Air Hockey.
That's a long way.
Yeah, long ways. And those guys were wanting it, man. They came with it. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, never underestimate anybody. That's what I tell people. Never underestimate anyone you play in this game. You have no idea what's going to happen.
Right. So true. And we've learned that too. With like the players from Russia. There's some good players there in Russia. That Vadim, took Colin out 2 times in the World Championship.
That's hardcore.
Yeah, he was the last player to actually do that. And
took him out as in one games or full matches or like full sets?
Full matches.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, he actually beat him in the winners bracket or upset him in the winners bracket, and then they played again in the losers bracket.
That's impressive.
And now he couldn't complete it. Jacob Weissman won that world championship. That was his first one. And if he's watching, he needs to win a few more because he's got a lot catching up to do with Colin.
He almost won 2023 if he didn't lose his glasses.
Yep, the glasses getting lost. Yeah.
Don't you remember that? He almost won that one, but he lost his
what's
glasses.
That? Say that again?
He almost won 2023 Worlds, but he lost his glasses.
Oh,
don't you remember that?
His glasses.
He
was close, man.
Yeah,
He's been
I
so
think
close.
it was a 6-5 game on game number 7.
Man, it's hard to say, but at the level, and I got to ref the last finals that Jacob and Colin had, and man, I'm just on edge the entire time because both those guys just are so explosive, and if you're not wide awake and just your eyes just literally stapled open, you're gonna miss something. Yeah. So like I said, it was such a fun match to ref and in a very intense moment, and it's amazing Colin keeps pulling off these victories because Jacob Weissman, gosh Lee, he's playing so good at times. He's just phenomenal. Mm-hmm. So they definitely bring the best out of each other, and but I think the air hockey world is ready for some new blood, man, to take both those guys out.
Big time.
Need some guys from Idaho, from North Carolina.
We're trying. It's hard to play better without better players.
All right. Hey, Yoda said there is no try. You do it or you don't. So
you should come down here and teach us. Come up here.
That's it. But but look, guys, y'all keep it going, man. Y'all keep up the momentum. Like I said, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it, and hopefully, I was able to share a little bit of insight, and hopefully everybody's a little bit better, from this match, and hopefully the growth continues, and you guys keep pushing each other and keep going to the next level, because that's what it's all about, leveling up.
Awesome.
Yes, it is.
So, interesting. I'll ask. I thought it was number 7. How did we get down to number 8?
Well,
was there somebody else that came in?
Josiah and Zach or Amug passed you.
Well, Amug was 6 when he passed. I was at 6 and he got 6.
Well, our ELO system ties directly towards rank. So if you have a higher ELO, your rank goes up.
Oh, so it affects the rank. Interesting.
Well, that's how it works in all the competitions in the world.
I gotcha. Okay.
Like in chess, your ELO pretty much matters where your ranking is.
Yep.
All right. Well,
All
with
right.
that said, I think we're gonna send it off here. Thank you, Danny, once again for coming on and
Sounds
sharing
good.
us your very huge knowledge of air hockey and all the history and all the tactics. And thank you, Scott.
Just because I'm
Put up a
old.
good fight. Putting up on a good show.
Thanks, man. Thanks for running all the tech stuff, bro.
Oh, yeah, it's not an easy thing for me to do all this. All right.
All right.
That's it. Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good one, dudes. See
All
you
right,
later.
guys. Take